Okay, it's June the 15th. It's about midnight, and it'll be June the 16th in a few minutes. I'm filming the moon in a different position than last night. It's about 45 degrees off to where it was last night at this hour, and it's off to the west 45 degrees. And it's highly unusual for any celestial body in motion to change its orbital path by 45 degrees in one day. And that's the reason I'm out here to see what's going on. Now there are clouds behind the moon, which is evident, so I assume it's not the moon, since that's impossible for there to be clouds behind it. So I'm just going to leave it here for a few minutes while it's there. There's a very fast moving body. I hope it gets on film. Just above it, it's flashing. I don't think it's a plane. It's moving way too fast across the sky. Anyway, I don't know what that is, and I don't want to look for it now. I want to get the clouds behind the moon. So I find this highly unusual that it is so many degrees off course in just one day, and this makes no sense whatsoever. So I'm just gonna let that cloud cover travel behind the moon for as long as there are clouds, because I want to prove once and for all that this is a holographic image of the moon, and if it's some sort of ship, it's very large, it's huge, and obviously it's in our atmosphere since it's below the clouds. So it appears to be very low. It's over the same building that I was filming it over last night, but now it's on the other corner and 45 degrees over, maybe more, to the west. I was filming it on the southeast corner, and it wasn't even on the corner last night. It was off the building, even more southeast than the building, but now it's all the way to the west side and maybe slightly southward, but it's like way over at least 45 degrees, I would say, maybe more than that. It's on the opposite side of the building, same building, but like an opposite side, and this is a very large building, so that means that this thing has traveled and changed its orbit by 45 degrees. And that's anyway, I think that's impossible, because I've always learned that that sort of thing is impossible, since any body in orbit, celestial body in orbit, has to maintain the orbit and cannot change that much in just a day, and it has to follow a much more concise and precise orbit than that. It can't jump around 45 degrees in one day. So being that that's said, and just watch the clouds behind the moon. All of them are behind the moon. So I'm at no zoom, so this is not going to be any camera problem or anything else. This is just no zoom, straight out shooting it without any kind of zoom. So the camera should take the best and the clearest shots right now. And you can see how close it is. I have no zoom on, and it's very large. So obviously it's not that high up, and there's a lot of clouds right behind it, just passing right behind it, one after the other. The entire cloud cover is passing behind it. So it's way below the clouds. The things moving on the screen, the little things moving on the screen, that's all these microparticles that are in the air. The atmosphere, the air, everything is full of them. So I'm just gonna show where this building is. I don't know if it shows on the camera. Okay, there's the building, and there's where it is. That's the other corner. I was shooting it over here yesterday on that corner. Okay, and it was not even on the corner. It was a few degrees off the corner, maybe 5 degrees to the left of the corner. So you can check the video from last night. It was around the same time, and it's right off of that corner, even more to the left, and it was about the same height or altitude last night, but it was there, and now I have to do this and turn all the way around to here, and it's on this corner of the building. And that's in one night. Now that's about 45 degrees for sure that it's moved. So I'm just gonna go here and catch those clouds passing right behind it with the building in the front and all. And you can see that it's powering up when it flares up like that. That's not the camera. That's that thing powering up. I can see that with my eyes. It doesn't just happen on the camera. So that's an object. It's some sort of ship. If it's a satellite, it's not a natural one. It's not a natural satellite. And the thing can change its direction. Yesterday or last night it was moving east and west and north and south all over the place. And I couldn't even figure out which way it was going to go to set up the camera. So I'm sure it's going to do the same when I zoom in close to it, but I just wanted to show for a long time that all the clouds are passing above the moon and behind the moon. It's not one cloud, it's all of them. So the thing is very low. It's below the cloud cover, and it's a ship. It's just a hologram of the moon, but it's a ship. It's projecting an image to make itself look like the moon, and it's low. Every cloud so far has passed above it and behind it. And look at the way it's flaring up. I'm not even touching the camera. I'm not touching any control or anything. It's doing that, and I can see it flare up with my naked eyes. So I've been filming now for about 10 minutes. Every cloud has passed behind the moon. It's not just one cloud. It's been lots of clouds. The entire cloud cover is above it and behind it.